Hello everybody, and welcome to the video. In today's video we are going to be taking a tour of my solo survival world. This is the world that I play on in my kind of free time outside of recording YouTube stuff. And I have almost hit 1,100 days in the world. This is my longest running Minecraft world that I have ever done. And I got a lot more planned for it, so I just kind of wanted to give a little world tour of my 1,100 days of Minecraft survival. It's not hardcore or anything, so, you know, it's not completely impressive, I guess, maybe? I don't know, but, I've only ever died once in the world anyway, so, and that was because I was stupid and launched an Ender Pearl and went off the edge of the End Island. So, that's my only death in the world. But yeah, so this is my main base. It's kind of a big circular thing with 4 other circular things attached to it and then different rooms. One interesting thing I think about this base though is that this entire first circle that we're in right now, like right there, level with the glass is ground level, and I dug all of this area out with an iron pickaxe. This is before I found diamonds or anything. I just went straight into making this, so that definitely took a while. But it kind of steps down and has a little middle area, and I have all my pets here. I've got a parrot, dog, an unnamed dog, and then dog is here. And I got my center Nether Portal, and you'll see like dirt and sand and gravel just placed randomly around. You can see some up there and right there, and then there'll be more in there. Endermen really don't like me, so they keep placing stuff everywhere. But here's my first diamond. This is supposed to go in my bedroom, but I haven't built my bedroom yet. So, yeah. And then over here is my villager breeder. I haven't used this in a while. I guess an enderman has stopped in here too. But these two are sitting in here, and they don't have legs. Oh, their legs are back. And they're gone again. That's odd. Okay. Moving on. I'll show that room last, because there's a lot to it, kind of. Over here is where my enchanting room and my first mine shaft is. Just a little enchanting room here, and then this gets rid of the enchantments. And then down there is my first mine shaft that I ever made. There used to be a staircase going up to it, or going down to it, actually. That came out somewhere over there. But I ended up covering all that up because the base covered it, and another room that you'll see here in a few minutes also kind of intersected with it. So over here, I'll show all the farm. Well, no, I'll go here first. That way we don't have to run all the way across to get back here. So over here is my sheep farm. I'm planning on eventually converting this into an automatic wool farm. Instead of just having sheep running around in the pens, there'll be redstone stuff everywhere to get all colors of wool. But I haven't gotten around to that yet. But that is one of my future plans, and hopefully it'll actually fit in here without me having to make it deeper. So yeah. But that's the sheep farm. And then we go over to this room over here, and this is my sugarcane farm. It's just a giant room full of sugarcane. This was a pretty fun one to build when I was doing it. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much, but I do remember I really liked building this and placing all the sugarcane. And it's really satisfying when, like, I want to harvest all the sugarcane, I can just run through and chop it all down. So yeah, that gets me quite a bit of sugarcane whenever I need it. Which actually isn't too often nowadays. Of course, it might become more often if I decide to build like a library or something. This is just a bunch of random smelters, or not smelters, furnaces. I've got random stuff everywhere that I just haven't used in a while. This one right here is actually the first room that I built off of this main one. So I guess technically the second room I built. Which is why the hallway is different than the rest of them. I decided to go with the diagonal hallways when I built the second one, And I never changed this one yet, so I plan on changing it soon. And it is turning night, so I'll have to sleep here in a minute. But over here is my regular farm. So we got wheat on both sides of here. I think sugarcane used to be over here. No, sugarcane was over there. But yeah, I have two wheat things. Carrots are over on this side. Potatoes are over on this side. And then I have a fully automatic pumpkin and melon farm. It works pretty well. I used to have everything go into chests here, but I converted this to go... There are hoppers running all the way down and underground to my storage room. So yeah. And real quickly, I'm going to go sleep, so I'll cut the video while I sleep and be right back when it is morning. Okay, it is morning, and I also had to cut the video because my dog decided that she was going to start licking herself on my bed, and I had to stop her because I didn't want to have a wet spot on the bed from her licking, and also I got tired of listening to her grunting noises as she did it. So, yeah. But, here's another pet that I have. Well, continuing on with the tour. Here's another pet I have. He's got a funny name because I'm immature. And yeah. I would have had more of these guys, but I accidentally killed all the horses while trying to take out the skeletons, so this is the only one that survived. Okay. Trying to remember everything that I showed because I had to get up for a minute. So this room. This is the final room that I built of the base. And I kind of like how it meets the ocean, and you have the little window looking out at everything. Can't really see too far, but still kind of stand here and watch the dolphins swim and stuff like that. But this is the map room. And I have a map of my entire base so far. I do plan on making maps for all the item frames here. And maybe if it doesn't get too laggy, expand the map room to be the entire circle. Like, keep the walkway here, but all of where you see the pattern and all that inside the circle be a map room. I'm not sure, though. That might get too laggy. But yeah, for now, this is the map room. My base here, one of my mines there, stuff we'll get to over here. And this is the evolution of the base. So, you can see it started out, I did the first map when I got the first room finished. So I have that, and then there was like my first farm, and there's the entrance to the base, and then a little pig farm that I had. And that right there is where the entrance to my mine was. It was a staircase that like led up to probably here, I think. But when I built this, I turned it into just a ladder going down. So that's where that was originally. And then we go over here, and also you can see I started clearing out some of this area before making the map. For this room, the first new room to the base, we have just the farm, and I always make the maps when they're finished, so you don't really see the process of them being built. But you can see over here, I was doing some tree farming and stuff like that, so that's there. The second map, I am still... Well, I don't think I was doing tree farming over there. But either way, you can see the iron farm is there now, and the mob farm. And then also the sugarcane farm is there with my beacon that I used to dig it out. You can also see the forest kind of go back as these go on. So the forest went over to here, and it's pushed back a bit further, and pushed back a little bit further. And I think that's as far as it gets pushed back. But yeah, so that's the kind of third evolution. And we go over here. Oh yeah, and you can also see the pig farm's gone. They're free roaming somewhere now. I don't think they ever despawn because I still see them around. But here is where I have the sheep farm. And my lighthouse is now built over there. And I made the ring for this map room. So, and then you move over here, and you get the final look of what the base looks like currently. I do plan on doing more to it, but this is, for now, the finished product. And you can see a cactus farm was added there. So yeah, and also this bridge is for the sheep to go. That's how I got them there. But yeah. Now going over here, I will show you the storage area. So, this is one of my first villagers. He's able to free roam this area, and I named him Garfbenum. So, he's around. I got some of my shulker boxes, some more Enderman remnants, another Enderman remnant, and an Enderman did place a dirt block here, so I started just stacking these heads on top of it, and then he took the dirt block. And I have a data pack that gives me mob heads when I kill mobs, so that's why that's like that. And I have another data pack for like gems or something that can be found. They don't really do anything, they're just another form of mob head that's decorated. Yeah, I got a bunch of my stuff. Most of my stuff is moved down to the storage room, down that way somewhere over there. But you can see I have some valuables here. Quite a bit of diamond ore. Some more diamonds, and this isn't even all my diamonds. And the netherite. And then we go down here, and we get to my big storage room that I dug out. So, this was a big project digging this out. It took quite a while. But we have villagers all around. I do plan on getting the rest of the spaces filled in with villagers. But, yeah, I got quite a few. And they do a lot of trading for me. And then I have my automatic sorting system over here. You can see I have a bunch of just shulker boxes full of stuff from various things that I'm slowly feeding into this. And here's the end of the line for the pumpkin and melon farm. So it feeds into this chest and then it gets sorted and goes through the system. And then I can get back behind the system to fix anything if something goes wrong and an Enderman was here. So here's kind of the behind the scenes redstone of this. I think it's pretty interesting. Ouch. Alright, and then we go over here, and there's another behind the scenes thing over here too, so I guess an Enderman left something there too. But yeah, that's so I can get to both sides. Also, an Enderman placed a mushroom down here, and it started just expanding, so I've left it. Thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, here's the storage room. I've got all different types of wood and variants of the wood. And then I have my stones and stuff. And then mob drops and farming, and this is doing pretty well. This is how much it's farmed recently, and then we have... I'm about to start having to turn these into actual full-on melons, because that's getting full. But yeah, I didn't make a diamond chest. You'll see where I'm going to be storing all my diamonds here in a little bit. But yeah, we got all kinds of stuff, and then my kind of overflow chests of just extra things that don't have a spot, or the things are full, because I have so much cobblestone that... Oh wait, where's the stone? It's over here. But I have so much cobblestone that's just completely filled up all of the chests. So, there's a bunch over there now, too. But yeah, that's my giant storage room. I think one day I may put a super smelter back there or somewhere else, but I'm not sure yet. So, yeah, that's the storage room, and I think that just about wraps it up for the inside of my base. So, we will... we're not going to go through that nether portal because it's just a tiny room that I built on the other side of it. And I plan on expanding a lot more, so I'm just not going to worry about showing that right now. But yeah, so that was the inside of my main base. And then we go out here. I've got a double door system. We go out here, and I'll show you the base from, if I can fly, there we go. So that's kind of what it looks like from above. It's pretty decent sized. It was planned to be way bigger, but I just got tired of digging this many circles. So, I did end up making it bigger. But here's my little cactus farm. I might expand this one day, but it's doing good for me now. I'll have to use that for dyes and stuff in future builds probably. And it looks like it's turning night almost already again, so that's cool. Over here's my mob farm. And this is the one that I... like the same design that I built my hardcore world, but for some reason it works much better here even though it's not over the ocean. So I've just got, it's full of all kinds of stuff. And, yep, see, it's already working. So I don't know why this works so much better than it did on my hardcore world, because the hardcore world, I feel like it shouldn't have been bad since it was over the ocean, but yeah, it works way better, so don't know what that's about. But here's my iron farm. We have zombies on both sides, and I think 6 villagers on each side, and it does pretty well. I'll kind of give you an above view here. The iron golems spawn there and fall down there, and I'm not going to go down there because it's hard to get back out of it. But they fall down, they get funneled in, and get killed in the kill chamber, which is kind of down here. It's right on the other side. It's like right up there. And I haven't really stayed here at the farm very long recently to get any iron, but it works pretty well when I actually AFK at it. And we'll just go back to sleep real quick. I'm not going to cut the video this time because I don't want to have too many clips to just throw together. But I also don't want to keep getting attacked by mobs. And if I turn it to peaceful, then my zombies will despawn and the iron farm's broken, so yeah. Alright, so now we will move on to my lighthouse real quick, and then we'll go look at my nether area. That way we can also get to some of the other areas. So, here's my lighthouse. It doesn't really do much, I just wanted to build it for a fun project. I was thinking of turning this into a creeper farm, but I'm not sure. I might do something with it in the future though, but it's kind of empty right now. And I did a little bit of landscaping. This doesn't look great. I feel like I could do much better now. But I'm still kind of happy with how it turned out. And we go over here and we have a little campsite and a little cave that has some sleeping bags in it. Just a fun little side project that I decided to do. I do want to do way more of these, just little side projects that don't really serve a purpose. So, next time I do a world tour at like 2,000 days or something, we might have some cool things to look at. Okay, so real quickly actually before I go to the nether thing. So I didn't actually spawn over here. I spawned way over there in a birch biome, like right on the other side of this ocean. I think we might be able to see it if I just fly a little bit over this way. So I spawned in the birch biome, and I didn't really want to... I was originally planning on starting the video over here, but I forgot. So, but yeah, I spawned, I think, right about there. Or there, actually. Somewhere around there. And I made a boat for my first thing that I did in the world. Sailed across the ocean. And saw a shipwreck. So I said, hey, why don't I go look at the shipwreck? So I went over here. I parked my boat. And this is still the original boat. I never destroyed it, and I haven't moved it since I got out of it for the very first time. So it has been sitting here for well over 1,000 days. So, yeah. And I kind of ran around and ended up finding that area, because I knew what I wanted to do for a base. I had that in mind when I started the world. I just needed a big flat area, so found that area and it worked out pretty well. And I have big plans for the swamp biome. I'm thinking of turning it, like, just replacing all the blocks with, like, slime blocks and making it a big slime biome in a way. So, that's one idea that I have. I want to start making a bunch of custom biomes. So this is a floating island that I was trying to make. I'm probably going to get rid of it and do something else because it looks horrible. But this is how I get up to my nether. I have a thing on the nether roof, so we'll go ahead and go through the portal. And I will show you the nether area. So, here is my main base portal. And then while we're here, we'll go ahead and look at my gold farm. And this gold farm is, well, the obvious thing is I get gold from it. But the other thing is I get experience from it. So the way it works is I... Ooh. Sorry about that, got a real dry spot in my throat. But yeah, I shoot one of the piglins and they all get mad. They run and they fall into here. And on Java Edition, there is a 25 mob limit for a single block. So when more than 25 get in here, they start automatically dying. And since they're mad at me, when they die, they'll drop XP because it considers me to be in combat with them. So I'm going to let this go for just a second while I take a sip of a drink, because I've got a dry spot. There we go. I might stay here just for another second just to see if it starts giving me XP. No, it's not going to. Okay. But yeah, I also smelt down all the swords and everything and the nuggets and... Oh! Wait, they might be dying. No. Okay. But yeah, so that's the gold farm / XP repair farm. So that's pretty cool. And then we go over here. And this is my city and the slime farm. So I was planning on building a big city, but I haven't actually gotten around to doing too much to it, so I just have the Nether Portal in this random building. I'm gonna eat real quick on my way out. So yeah, I've only got like 4 buildings built, counting that one. I'm probably going to tear down this one though, when I start working on the city again and kind of change some things. So this one probably won't stay, but it's a little convenience store. I won't go inside of it or anything because there's not really any point. There's nothing in there. And in this building, there's not really much to it. I just kind of started building an interior that never really went anywhere. I didn't decorate the inside or anything. It's just completely empty. So, yeah. Now, this building I'm pretty proud of. This took me forever to build, mostly because it's almost completely made out of concrete. So, this took quite a while. And this is where I'm storing my diamonds. So, here's the inside of it. I really like how it turned out. We've got a little meeting room here. I think this is one of the builds I'm most proud of that I've ever done. I know it's probably not much to be proud of compared to what other people do, but I really like it. Got another meeting room. Pretty much like everything's mirrored, so. But we go upstairs this way. And I haven't done any of the interiors for up here yet. I do plan on it, but yeah, all the rooms are just kind of empty and stuff. And apparently an Enderman's been here too. Don't know when that happened. But yeah, so the other side's mirrored. I'll go over here to show the little balcony area. We got a nice little balcony and can look down and see the main desk and look out the front windows at the horrible buildings on the other side of the street. And then we go back here into this room and down another little staircase into a hallway. And we have my diamonds. So, this is completely solid, except for the very center, which has a dirt block. Because while I was building the room, an Enderman came in here and placed a dirt block right in the corner. So I figured, you know, we'll keep it there. And it's very protected because it's surrounded by diamonds. So, for some reason, my dirt block, or that Enderman's dirt block, is more protected than any of my diamonds. But yeah, so hopefully this room will fill up a bunch more in the future. But we'll close that up. I wanted to build a, like, 3x3 door, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to work, so I just did a 2x3. So, yeah. I didn't really want to look up a tutorial for it either, so I just did what I knew how to do. So yeah, but this entire area, I kind of plan on making this whole plains biome into a city at some point. You can see I was marking out where the docks and everything like that's going to be. And I was starting to work on expanding the beach and all that. Now over here, this is one thing that took me quite a long time to build. Mostly because I had to dig out 8 full chunks. So if I go to this, there were 8 slime chunks here, and you can see I dug out 8 all the way down to bedrock. And you can see slimes are spawning down there, and they'll get mad at the iron golems, and then they'll fall down there and die. He's not getting mad at the iron golem, but he will eventually. So, I think I might make this more than just one layer eventually. But for now, this is how it's going to stay. And I have some leftover shulker boxes over here. And if we jump down, I haven't updated the world to 1.18 yet, so there's still bedrock here. But eventually I'll get to go deeper. And here is the collection system. I have carpets here, that way no mobs can spawn. Some random shulker boxes down here too. That's cool. And a bunch of slime balls. So there's no more in the top 2 chests yet, because I haven't actually AFK'd here at all. But apparently it also works for glow squids. But yeah, it works really well when I actually sit here, so it wouldn't take too long to fill up all those chests. But, I just do this to get out of here. And I think one of these is full of, I think it's this one, yeah. It's got a bunch of slime blocks. These were just collected from while I was digging it out and slimes were spawning. And now that it is starting to become night again, we can look at the Cave of Infinite Despair, which is where I stored most of the blocks from the whole excavation process, or project. Oh yeah, and there used to be a village here that I got rid of most of the buildings for, and there's still villagers trapped in there. This is the village where I got my first 2 villagers for my base. You can still see the minecart track. I'll show you that here in a minute. But yeah, Cave of Infinite Despair. It is packed full of just blocks and various things from when I was mining out the chunks. There's way more here than I thought there was. Okay. So yeah, this is the last chest I started filling. So there's still this top row, and this is the more valuable stuff that I got while doing it. I ended up triggering a raid, so got some totems. I should probably bring those back to my base at some point. But yeah, I've got some more good stuff, and then a chest full of coal mostly. So you can sleep here. And this is also where I slept during the entire project, so yeah. But I think we're now at about the halfway point for the world tour. If it doesn't seem like there's much done, I know that like there's not many specific buildings that are done, but I have dug out 9 chunks in total, plus all the digging for the circles and the digging out the storage room. So most of my 1,000 days on this world has been digging stuff. So that's why it doesn't really look like there's too much done, but there is quite a bit. And you can see the minecart trail from the villagers here. It goes all the way around and to my base. And over here we have I did this the night, if you know what the Unis Honest YouTube channel was. I did this the night that the channel ended. So rest in peace, Unis Honest 2019-2020. If you don't know what that is, you had to be there. Don't want to say more than that. So down here is the first chunk that I dug out in the world. That's where my beacon fort was. And we go down here. And this is my mine shaft. Hello. So yeah, there's lava somewhere, but I dug all the way down to bedrock and made a little glass fog thingy. This is on level 11, so this is where I get a lot of diamonds from. And yeah, so I just use rockets to get out of here, just like the, whatever the other thing was, the slime farm, that's what it was. So yeah, and now just the last couple things I think that I wanted to show. We'll go back to the Nether to get to those. And this video is ending up being really long. I don't know how long the first clip before I slept was, but we've been going for about 23 minutes now, or 24. So this is going to be a lot longer of a video than I originally thought. Okay, so we got the main base, we've got the town. If we go this way, we have my mining desert. So, the mining desert, and there's a lot that has been mined because I've used a lot of sand. So, apparently there's a wandering trader here, but you can see, I'm getting a bunch of lag, but you can see all the sand that I have mined out over the time of me being in the world. So, and I'm going to have to mine out a lot more in the future, so. Yep, quite a bit. So I won't stay here for too long, because it's just a big hole in the desert. This is another place where a lot of my time on the world has been spent, though, is digging sand. Especially before I got a decent shovel. Okay, so next. We will fly, what is that? I can't remember what that is. We'll go there in a minute. Over here, we have where I moved to for 1.17, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 1.17 base. Because this was made when the Nether update came out. So I moved somewhere else to try to get copper and stuff like that. I think I just, yep, there's a creeper over there. But I didn't really work on this place for too long before moving back to my main area. I started trying to lay out a house. And pretty much what I did was I left my base with no armor, no tools or anything, just my elytra, some fireworks, and a bunch of shulker boxes, which are still here. And I started to work on it, and then I decided to leave and go back to working on my main base. So I never actually ended up getting much of the copper that was over here. But yeah, so I'll probably end up doing more stuff over here at some point in the future, but for now, this is what it is. So yeah. And when I expand to 1.18, I'll have to go out further and look for more things. Over here, if I remember right, this is my end portal. I'm not going to go to the end or anything because I haven't done anything there yet. Actually, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what two of my portals are. One of them's the end portal, one of them's not. Okay, this is the end portal. So, I plan on kind of digging this area out and making it like a nice room, but... Oh, that looks weird. Why is that following my mouse? I feel like that shouldn't happen. It's like, the image is... That's weird. Does that normally happen? If it does, I've never noticed it. Anyway. But yeah, this is my end fortress. I just kind of dug straight down from the ground. So... Oh yeah, there's a library up there. But yeah, not much to see here, just an end portal. And I'll probably decorate it and we'll come back in another time in a world tour and look at it. So now what is this? I can't remember what this would be. Do I have a sign on it? I hope I do. Oh, that's just my main base. Okay. So that is... Wait, no? Oh, yeah, okay, that's... I don't know why I didn't realize that was my main base portal. Huh. Okay, well, we'll go back through here. And that is the last that will be in the Nether. So now it's time to show you my most recent project that I've been working on. And that is also the final thing of the video, so... we're just going to fly over the ocean. And I only ever have to use one rocket to get over here. Because I'm just that good at gliding. I'm kidding, I'm not really the greatest. But as you can see, I am draining a temple. A water temple. There's actually another water temple. Like right on the other side of this island, I think. No, it's this island. Yeah, right there, you can see it. So I don't know if I'll ever do anything with that temple. But I'm definitely draining this one. And this has been... I've been doing this for probably about 2 weeks now, just on and off. So, I've got my little sleeping area over there. I've got a boat to get back and forth if I don't want to waste rockets. I've got about half of it drained right now. So, I drained down to, or this quarter of it, and then I've drained this entire quarter of it, but I haven't got rid of the sand. And most recently, I have been draining the inside of it. That way, since it's a more cramped, compact space on the inside and underneath it, I'm going to be draining those before I drain the other half of this, because I don't want to get stuck in there with a ton of guardians, and there's already a bunch of them over here. There's so many. So it's going to be a pretty hard process, actually, draining this last half of it. But I'll get through it. And I'll quickly just... nope, not that. Well, whoops. Hang on. There we go. Okay. And I've got all my sponges cooking in there. But we can go down, and you can see all that I've drained and cleared out of this. I think the water here and the water over here is the only water that's left. I'm pretty sure I've drained out... Yeah, I've drained out every other part of it, so... I'm going to be hollowing out the entire thing and keeping the structure, but I'm going to build a guardian farm inside of here, and then it'll also kind of act as like another base in a way. So, yeah. Ouch. Yeah, so that's the most recent project I've been doing. It should be done within the month, hopefully. But who knows. We've got a bunch of sand. Starting to lag a bunch because of how many of those guys are here. But yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for my solo survival world. And all the progress I've made since the last time I did a world tour of it, which is quite a long time ago. So, yeah, I have survived... How many has it been now? 1,093 days. So this is my longest running survival world. I think I made it like either the day of or the day after the Nether update came out. So I've been playing on it since then. So it's been over a year, and most of the time I would have quit a world by now, but I have so many plans and ideas for this one that I just keep going, so pretty happy that I've stuck with it for this long. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the world. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video here as the sun sets over the horizon over there. Turtle. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed. Let me know what, if you watched this far, let me know what you think of the world in the comments. I'm definitely proud of it. It's one of my better worlds, so let me know if you hate it or if you like it or if you're just kind of undecided. And yeah, so can't sleep yet, but this entire island's lit up, so it's okay. But yeah, I keep saying but yeah, I need to stop saying but yeah so much. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here, so thank you all for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.